Okay. Okay. There is a chapter known as rectification of what? Errors, which is the most important chapter. Today what I'll do is, I'll give you certain basics of this particular what chapter. Not in detail though. In detail will be taken in the normal classes. Since this is your foundation, I mean your basic classes, I'll be telling you all certain types of errors and also rectification. Is that clear? Few things we'll do. Now, hear it carefully guys. What are the types of errors? There are 4 types of errors. One, error of principle. Then you have error of commission, error of compensating errors and error of omission. Now, ye jo error of commission, error, compensating error and error of omission, these are clerical errors. What errors? Here, error of principle, principally you are going wrong. Sir, what do you mean by error of principle? Very simple. Capital expenditure treated as revenue expenditure or vice versa. A revenue expenditure can also be treated as capital expenditure. Fundamentally you are going wrong. You tell me, I'll ask you a question. Wages paid to a worker for installation of a machinery, is it a capital expenditure or revenue expenditure? It's a capital expenditure. But suppose if you say wages paid to a worker for installation of a machinery, if you say wages account debit, fundamentally you are going wrong. You are making an error of what? Principle. Principally you are going wrong. Is that clear guys? Okay. Next. Introduction and all we'll see later on. Okay. Have a look at this. There's a chart here. One by one I'll explain that. Yeah. Yes. Are you able to see this? Errors broadly classified into 2 categories, error of principle and clerical errors. Error of principle, treating a revenue expenditure as a capital expenditure or vice versa, or sale of fixed assets as what? Ordinary sale. Now I am selling my fixed asset. Can I treat it as my sale of goods? No. Principally I am going wrong. Understood? So this is error of principle. Next, clerical errors. There are 3 types of clerical errors: error of omission, error of commission and compensating errors. Now concentrate. First I'll take about compensating errors. Later on I'll explain you what happens to the trial balance and all. You don't have to worry about it. What are compensating errors? I'll give an example here. Hear it carefully. Let us assume you have sold goods to Mr. A as well as Mr. B on credit. Okay. Mr. A, you have sold goods worth rupees 500. Mr. B, you have sold goods worth rupees 800. Total kitna ho gaya? 1300. So who are Mr. A and B for you? You have sold the goods on credit. You have still not received the cash. You please tell me who are A and B. A and B are debtors. They are what? Debtors. Paise ene. You have sold the goods to them. Correct? So total debtors is how much? 1300 debtors. Okay. Now let us assume you have received money from Mr. A, rupees 500. Tell me the journal entry. You have received cash from Mr. A. Tell me the journal entry. Cash account debit to Mr. A. A account should get closed. But instead of crediting A, you are crediting what? B. It means that you are saying cash account debit to what? Mr. B. So Mr. B का भी balance कितना हो गया? 300. Are understood? So total is how much? 800. Yes or no? But have you gone wrong here? What is the mistake here? Amount received from the one debtor is adjusted with second debtor. This is compensating errors. क्या होता है? See, balance sheet में फर्क नहीं आता, trial balance में फर्क नहीं आता, because total debtors will be how much? Minus 500. It will be how much? 800. So in the balance sheet you will show total debtors as how much? 800. But in those debtors balances, Mr. A should have shown a nil balance, yes or no? And Mr. B should have shown a balance of how much? 800. But here Now it is showing Mr. A how much? 500 and B how much? 300. So errors are getting compensated. What? समझ में आया? Understood? Now always remember, error of principal रहने दो या compensating errors रहने दो, trial balance will what? Agree. Reason is one account is debited, another account is what? Credited with the same amount. Only thing wrong account को जा रहा है. Is that clear? Understood? Trial balance will agree. I once again repeat, hear it carefully. Wages paid to installation of a machinery. If you have passed a wrong entry, wages account debit to cash, trial balance will still agree. Arey answer yaar. But principally you have gone wrong. Why? Because wages paid for installation of a machinery should have been debited to what account? Machinery account. Machinery account debit to cash. ऐसा आना था. But now it has come as wages account debit to cash. Your trial balance will definitely agree. Your trial balance agrees doesn't mean that your books of accounts are correct. Principally you could have gone wrong. Is that clear? All of you are able to understand? Similarly, what about compensating errors? Compensating errors also, trial balance will what? Agree. Instead of this same example, instead of giving a credit to Mr. A, you have given a credit to Mr. B. Still your trial balance will agree. So there are certain errors where even if you do that error, still your trial balance will what? Agree. But there are certain errors where trial balance will not agree. What are those? We'll see. So right now you understood this? Any difficulty? Up till here, any difficulty? Okay. I'll give you another example. Please tell me. Sir, you have to tell me whether which kind of error it is. Is that clear? Okay. I have purchased a machinery worth rupees 10,000 and paid cash. And paid cash 10,000. Correct? And I passed the journal entry as repairs account debit. Repairs account debit 10,000 to cash 10,000. Debit is 10,000, credit is 10,000. Trial balance will what? Agree. Which type of error this is? Why error of principle? A capital expenditure is treated as a revenue expenditure. So this is error of principle. Another example I'll give you. Have a look at it. Okay. Now tell me, machinery worth 10,000 book value sold for 10,000. Okay. And journal entry passed. Cash account debit 10,000 to sales 10,000. This machinery is a fixed asset for me. Is that clear? Now tell me what mistake I have done. A fixed asset sold is treated as what? Ordinary sale. Principally again I have gone wrong. But still the trial balance will tally or no? Cash will increase by 10, sales will increase by 10. Trial balance will agree. Trial balance agrees doesn't mean that the books of accounts are right. You might have gone wrong principally. समझ में आ रहा है? So these are two examples of error of principle. Error of, but still the trial balance agrees. Correct? Compensating errors, I have given an example. Now come back. इधर आ जाओ. So you have done with error of principle. Trial balance will agree. Compensating errors, trial balance will agree. Now we'll look at error of omission and error of commission. First we'll see error of what? Omission. Now what do you mean by error of omission? Hear it carefully. Okay. Two things I'll explain here. One, I have appointed Saptak as my accountant. Saptak is a very intelligent guy. I need not tell him also how to do the accounting. He does the accounting. He does the accounting. Now hear it carefully. How he does the accounting? Looking at the what? Documentary evidence, vouchers. And all the vouchers I have kept in file. Sales, purchase, expenses, सब कुछ रखा है मैंने. But what happens when he picks up a file? One of the vouchers, that is electricity bill, it falls down. It is not pinned properly, and that goes below the chair. And he picks up the file, he starts passing all the entries. But he has missed that particular voucher or no? Are answer here? Now he has not passed that entry. Why? Because documentary evidence is not there in that file. That bill has fallen down. Now tell me, has he passed the entry or has he omitted to pass the entry? This is known as complete omission. What omission? And in complete omission also, no debit is passed, no credit is also passed. Trial balance will still agree. Is that clear? This is known as complete omission. What? Any difficulty? All of you got it? Okay. So what do you mean by error of omission? There are two types of error of omission. One is complete omission. Another is partial omission. What omission? Now what is partial omission? I'll tell you. Partial omission is, let us assume that he has passed the entry cash account debit 10,000 to sales 10,000. Journal entry is passed. Now after passing the journal entry, he has to prepare what account? Ledger accounts. Cash account he has to prepare, and he has to prepare what account? Sales account. Now cash account debit side, he has written to sales 10,000. But on sales credit side, nothing he has posted. He has forgotten to post it. So ये क्या हो गया? Full omission or partial omission? Partial omission. And here trial balance will tally or trial balance will not tally? Trial balance will not tally because in ledger account debit है, ledger account में credit कुछ भी नहीं इधर. So obviously when you prepare the what balance? Trial balance will not agree. This is known as partial omission. What omission? Partial omission. Might be of passed the journal entry. Might be of entered the amount in the subsidiary book. Yesterday we have seen about subsidiary books, day before yesterday. From subsidiary books the amount is posted to ledger or no? Amount is entered in the subsidiary book, but they have forgotten to post it to one of the accounts. Full omission or partial omission? Partial omission. Is that clear? And partial omission, trial balance will not tally. Is that clear? Any difficulty? Okay, आ जाओ इधर. ये देखो, omission क्या है? Omitting an entry completely from the subsidiary books. Subsidiary books is a special journal. It's kind of a journal only. Is that clear? Subsidiary books में enter नहीं किया या journal entry pass नहीं किया. That is the meaning of it. Here trial balance will agree. Here omitting to post the ledger account from the subsidiary books means subsidiary books में enter किया है. From subsidiary books you have not posted into what? Ledger. This is known as partial omission. And this is trial balance will not agree. So one is complete omission, another is partial omission. This is error of omission. Error of omission. Is that clear? Next. Last one is error of what? Commission. यही बड़ा है सर. ये देखो क्या लिखा है, देखो इधर. Writing a wrong amount in the subsidiary books, wrong casting of subsidiary books, posting the wrong amount in the ledger, posting an amount on the wrong side, wrong balancing of an account. These are some of the examples of error of what? Commission. I'll take one by one. What is the first one? Writing the wrong amount in subsidiary book. Okay, इधर आ जाओ. Example देता हूं मैं. Have a look at this example. Sir, I am preparing, please concentrate all of you. I am preparing purchase day book. What book? Purchase day book. And in purchase day book, date is given. Today's date, 2nd August 25, 2nd August 25 and 2nd August 25. I have purchased from 3 people, Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. I have purchased from A 100. I am writing 100. I have purchased from B 200. I am writing 200. I have purchased from Mr. C 300. But while entering, I am putting it as only 30. I once again repeat. I have purchased from A 100. B 200. 3 I have purchased. C I have purchased from. I have purchased 300. But while entering into the purchase day book, I am entering it as what? 30. Now tell me, totaling. Total कितना हुआ? Totaling is also known as casting. What it is known as? ये हो गया. Now tell me, I'll open what account? Sales account. Arey bolo bhai. Then I'll account, not sales account, purchase account. What account? Purchase account. Then I'll open Mr. A's account. Correct? Then B's account as well as C's account. Correct? Now tell me this 330, where it should come? Total. It should come on the debit side of purchases. 330. Now where this 100 will come? Where this 200 will come? Now this 30 will also come in C. Now tell me what mistake I have made here. What mistake have I made here? Entering the, please repeat, entering the wrong amount in the subsidiary books. When I am entering only, I am doing a mistake. This is error of commission. What? Error of? Galat amount ही enter किया यार. Amount was 300, but I have entered it as what? 30. Now here tell me, trial balance will agree or trial balance will not agree? Trial balance will agree or trial balance will not agree? How not agree yaar? It is agreeing, no? Debit is how much? 330. Credit is also 330, no? So trial balance will agree. Debit as well as credit both are what? Same. Trial balance will agree. गलती कहाँ हुआ है? जब एंटर कर रहे हो, ये देखो, आई एम एंटरिंग ओनली, इंस्टेड ऑफ 300 आई एम एंटरिंग हाउ मच? 30. एंटर ही 30 किया है तो पूरा बाद में गलती होगा ना. बट ट्रायल बैलेंस विल स्टिल, दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इट. रॉन्ग अमाउंट एंटर्ड इन सब्सिडरी बुक. रिपीट. दे आर नॉट सेइंग टोटलिंग एरर. टोटल भी करेक्ट ही हुआ है ना. 100, 200 प्लस 30 is 330. टोटलिंग तो करेक्ट हुआ है. First step only is wrong. When the first step itself is wrong, like for example, I have purchased goods from Mr. C 300, but I am passing the journal entry as purchase account debit 30 to C's account credit 30. Journal entry correct है, amount गलत है ना. Answer here. Still the trial balance will agree. But is it an error? Yes, it's an error because goods purchased is worth 300. I am entering it as what? 30. Trial balance will, tell me. Trial balance will agree. But does it mean that the books of accounts are right? No, because you have a voucher worth rupees how much? 300. But you are entering in the books as what? 30. Galati hai na wo. This is error of commission. This is the only error of commission where the trial balance what? Agrees. ये देखो, आ जाओ इधर. यही है. Look at that. Writing the wrong amount in subsidiary books. Now what example I gave you? Writing the wrong amount in subsidiary books. अभी तो दिया है. Repeat it once again. Purchase goods from Mr. C worth, but entered in the purchased book as. Trial balance will agree. One by one I am giving you examples. Now take the second one. Wrong casting of subsidiary books. The word casting means totaling. What? Totaling. इधर आ जाओ. अभी यही example देता हूं मैं. Same example I'll give you. Sir, goods purchased from A 100, entered as 100. Goods purchased from B 200, entered as 200. Goods purchased from C 300, entered as 300. गलत नहीं किया है मैंने, सही किया है. Entering part is correct. Totaling part is wrong. Now tell me, ये total करते हुए instead of writing, अभी 600 है ना total. Instead of writing 600, I am writing it as what? 500. टोटल में गलती किया है ना. ये टोटल जाके इधर परचेज अकाउंट में बैठेगा ना. इट विल सिट इन दिस परचेज अकाउंट एज हाउ मच? 500. बट इट विल गो टू A's अकाउंट एज 100, B's अकाउंट एज 200 एंड C's अकाउंट एज हाउ मच? 300 ओनली. सो लफड़ा कहां हुआ है? इन क्रेडिटर्स अकाउंट और इन परचेज अकाउंट? Because totaling error. Whenever there is an error in totaling of the subsidiary books, especially purchase day book or sales day book or purchase return, sales return, in that purchase account, in that sales account, in that purchase return or in that sales return, the amount is also posted wrongly because there is a totaling error. What error? Now tell me here, will the trial balance agree or trial balance will not agree? Why trial balance will not agree? Reason, debit is how much? 500, but credit is how much? 600. There's a difference of 100. Credit is 600, debit is how much? 500. There's a shortfall of debit of how much? 100. Understood? This is also known as error of commission. Error of where trial balance will not agree. What error is this? Totaling error. What error? The word totaling error is also known as casting error. Wrong casting of the subsidiary book. समझ में आया? Understood? Shall we go to the next one? Okay. आ जाओ इधर. Okay. Posting the wrong amount in the ledger. Example do? Same example I'll take. Okay. Sir, let us assume 600 is correctly done. Total is also correct. But post करते वक्त गलती किया है. I repeat, amount entered in the subsidiary book is correct. Totaling is also correct. Posting में गलती कर रहा हूं. क्या कर रहा हूं? इधर से इधर पोस्ट कर रहा हूं, 500 करके पोस्ट कर रहा हूं. और इधर 100 I am posting it as only what? 10. गलत है ना? This is known as what error? Amount entered in the subsidiary book is wrong, totaling is wrong, or posting? Posting the wrong amount in the account. Instead of posting 600, I posted how much? 500. Or instead of posting 100 here, I have posted it as what? Only 10. Posting error. Here also the trial balance will not agree. Is that clear? All of you are able to understand? आ जाओ. Next error. ये हो गया. Posting the wrong amount in the ledger. Now, posting an amount on the wrong side. Example I'll give you. Same example. Purchase book का best example है. Have a look at it. Now concentrate here. 100, 200, 300. Total is also correct. Okay. Now, instead of taking this 600 on the debit side, I have taken it on what? Credit side as 600. Now, what did I do here? Entering is wrong. Hello, I am asking you a question. Please answer. Amount entered in the subsidiary book is wrong or correct? Correct. Is totaling also correct? Correct. Is the amount posted is right. But is it posted on the right side or wrong side? Credit side post किया है. So posting the correct amount on the wrong side of an account is also error of commission. Here also trial balance will not agree. In fact, credit double हो जाएगा इधर. Credit already 600 है और एक credit कितना है? 600. So double error. 1200 का error है. अरे understood. Is that clear? I am giving example with purchase book only. It can be with sales book, sales return, purchase return, any book. Is that clear? It can be even with cash book also. Are you able to understand the error? आ जाओ. Next error. What is the next error? ये हो गया. What is this? Wrong balancing of an account. Now, have a look at it. Here. Sir, everything is right. 600 you have taken here. What is wrong? Nothing is wrong, sir. 600 I have taken here. 600, 200 and 300 I have taken. Everything is right. Now tell me, after posting, tell me the accounting process. First is journal entry or subsidiary books. With the help of journal entries or subsidiary books, you post them into what? Ledger. Then ledger has to be what? Balance करते वक्त आपने गलती किया है. At the time of balancing. Now I have to write here na balancing figure. Yes, this is 600. This is how much? But while writing here, by balance carried down, I am writing how much? गलत हुआ ना? So, amount entered in the subsidiary book is correct. Casting is also correct. Posting is also correct. But what is wrong here? This is again error of commission. Error of? All these are error of commission. And here also the trial balance will not agree because balance ही गलत किया है ना. Now tell me guys, all these 4 examples which I have given you, 1, 2, 3, 4, trial balance will agree or not agree? Only in the first case the trial balance will what? Agree. because amount entered only is wrong. I get that example of 300 purchased, entered as how much? 30. There the trial balance will agree. Is that clear? Understood? So shall we have a revision once again? Okay, please tell me. One by one, please tell me, all of you. There are typically two types of errors. How many? Two types of error. First is error of principle and clerical errors. What do you mean by error of principle? Repeat once again. Error of principle. Repeat along with me. Error of principle means treating revenue expenditure as capital expenditure, or vice versa. What do you mean by vice versa? Treating capital expenditure as what? Revenue expenditure. Or treating sale of fixed assets as ordinary sales. This is error of principle. You have gone wrong. Correct? And in error of principle, will the trial balance agree? Answer is yes. Answer is yes. Next, clerical errors. In clerical errors, first we took what? Compensating errors. Correct? What do you mean by compensating errors? An error which is made, it will automatically get what? Compensated. And trial balance will agree. Example what I gave you? There are two debtors, Mr. A and Mr. B. Amount received from Mr. A should be credited to A's account. Journal entry is cash account debit to A. But instead of crediting A's account, you are crediting B's account, another debtor. So error gets compensated. Here also the trial balance will agree. Third error, tell me. Error of omission. Now tell me in error of omission. Correct? There are two types of errors. One is full omission. Another is partial omission. What is full omission? Omitting an entry completely from subsidiary books or journal, you can say. Is that clear? Means wo entry pass nahi kiya. I gave that example. He took the file. One of the bills was dropped. Wo entry pass nahi hoga. Yes, this is complete omission. And in complete omission also the trial balance will tally. Because debit bhi nahi hai, credit bhi nahi hai, trial balance will tally. Is that clear? Next is partial omission. Partial omission is might be you have entered the amount in the subsidiary book or you have passed the journal entry. But you have forgotten to what? Post. Only on one side. One side you have posted. Another side you have not posted. You have omitted. That is known as omission. जो नहीं करते उसको omission बोलते हैं. Is that clear? So this is partial omission. Here trial balance will not agree. So this is error of omission. Error of commission. This is a type of a clerical error only. But tell me, writing the wrong amount in the जो enter करते हो, example I give you 300, but you have entered it as 30. बाद में सब कुछ गलत होगा. But trial balance will agree. Is that clear? Second, wrong casting of subsidiary books. Totaling of the subsidiary books. 600 enter किया बरोबर. Total करते वक्त कितना किया? 500. तो ये trial balance will not agree. Posting the wrong amount in the ledger. Totaling correct किया है. Post करते वक्त wrong amount post किया है. Is that clear? Third, fourth, posting the amount on the wrong side. Totaling भी correct किया है, amount भी correct post किया है, but wrong side. Then wrong balancing of an account. Is that clear? So these are the types of errors. All of you understood? These are the types of errors which can be committed, or a combination of these errors. एक बार क्या होता है? I have purchased a fixed assets worth rupees 10,000. How much? Fixed asset. But I have debited to repairs account as 1,000. Now this is error of principle as well as clerical error. Because amount posted is wrong. And it is posted to the wrong account. Principally also you have gone wrong. So combination भी आ सकता है. Are understood? Then you have to write accordingly. Saying that this is error of principle as well as error of what? Commission. Is that clear? Understood? Okay. Sir. This chapter, rectification of errors. First of all, if you want to rectify the error, you have to understand and identify that there is an error. And once you identify that error, you should understand which type of error it is. Next step is you have to identify whether the trial balance agrees or trial balance doesn't agree. This is the step. Understood? Up till here, any difficulty? Clear? And my dear friends, if the trial balance agrees, then it becomes easy for you to detect the error or difficult? It is difficult because trial balance is already what? Agreeing. Agar trial balance agree nahi kiya, then there is a difference in the trial balance, no? Yes or no? Then you will come to know there is some what? Error. So, the errors like compensating errors and error of principle and writing the wrong amount in the subsidiary books where trial balance what? Agrees. And even omission where trial balance, full omission, not partial omission, full omission where the trial balance agrees, it becomes difficult for a person to identify the error. In such a case, in detail आपको वापस auditing करना पड़ेगा. Then take all the bills, take the subsidiary books or the journal and keep on checking whether the journal entry is passed properly. Yes or no? Whether there is omission, whether there is principally has gone wrong. All those things, it is as good as you are doing than auditing. And your audit may sambhav hai. That is why people get their books of accounts what? Audited. Whether they are doing proper accounting or not. Because if proper accounting is not done, then the results and the position will not get a proper result also, will not get a proper position also. The result is your trading P&L which shows your performance. What? Balance sheet shows your position. Understood? So neither results are correct nor position is right. That happens when there are errors. Is that clear? Okay. Now for your academic purpose, what kind of questions they can ask? First, they'll give you an error and they'll say identify which type of error. First type of question. It can be true or false. Is that clear? Second type of question. They'll say identify the error and also state whether the trial balance agrees or does not agree. Second type of question. Third type of question. They'll say identify the error. Identify the error. They'll say whether, they'll ask you whether the trial balance agrees or doesn't agree. And if it doesn't agree, which side is more? Whether the debit side is more or credit side is more. That is what they're going to ask. Fourth type of question. They'll ask, they'll identify, they'll give an error and they'll say identify the impact of this error on the profits, which is very, very important. I once again repeat, they'll give an error and they'll say identify the impact on the profits because of the error. Now, guys, this is very simple. I'll give you an example here. Hear it carefully. Electricity expenses paid by Vinayak sir is completely omitted from the books. Ye error hai. Correct? Answer. Which type of error? I am asking you a question. You have to please answer now. Open your mouth. Vinayak sir has paid the electricity bill completely omitted from the books. Error of omission, and this error of omission, partial omission or complete omission? Very good. Answer is correct. Will the trial balance agree? Answer is correct. Is that clear? Now, because of this error, is it affecting my profits? मेरा प्रॉफिट कम दिखाया है या ज्यादा दिखाया मैंने? क्यों? Very good. Expense कम दिखाया है. Completely I have omitted the expenses. If the expenses are less, profits are. So ultimately my capital is also more. Ultimately my capital is also. Understood? Answer this. Next. Vinayak sir paid electricity expenses 10,000. Recorded in the books as 1,000. I have recorded. 10,000 का electricity bill pay किया है, but I have recorded it as what? 1,000. And I have recorded correctly. Only thing, amount instead of 10,000 I have taken what? 1,000. Electricity expense account debit 1,000 to cash account 1,000. Is it an error? What type of error? Error of commission. Clerical error, error of commission. Very good. In this case, trial balance will agree? Answer is yes, trial balance agrees. Reason entered, amount entered itself is what? Wrong. Trial balance will agree. Excellent. Is it going to impact the profits? Profits will be more or profits will be less? Profits will be? All of you. Confident? Yes or no? हाउ द प्रॉफिट्स आर मोर? करेक्ट है, तुम्हारा आंसर करेक्ट है रे, इधर देख, करेक्ट है, प्रॉफिट्स विल बी मोर ओनली. व्हाई? खर्चा मेरा 10,000 हुआ है, बट आई एम एंटरिंग द एक्सपेंसेस 1,000. So obviously my expenses are down by 9,000. If my expenses are down by 9,000, my profits are up by. If my profits are up by 9,000, my capital is also up by. This is impact. Clear? Okay, answer this. In your books, there are two debtors, Vinayak sir and Nikita madam. Vinayak sir 500, Nikita madam 500. Total debtors 1,000. Vinayak sir paid 400. Vinayak sir paid, and you passed an entry, cash account debit to Nikita madam. You should have given a credit to Vinayak sir, no? Correct entry should have been cash account debit to Vinayak sir. But you have passed an entry as cash account debit to Nikita madam. Means one asset increases, another asset reduces. What type of error? Very good, compensating error. What is the impact on the trial balance? Trial balance will agree? Trial balance will agree. Is that clear? Second, will there be impact on the profits? Why? Because nominal account is not involved. Wherever nominal account is involved, profits will get affected. Here nominal accounts are not involved. Here it is only what? Cash account is a real account and debtors account is personal. Profits will not get affected. Is that clear? So no impact on the profits. This is what you have to write the answer as. ऐसा भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है. See, ये सब सही है. बाद में last one is you have to pass the rectification entry also. How to pass that rectification entry? I'll tell you. That is a different ball game altogether. Is that clear? वो भी easy है, कुछ ज़्यादा tough नहीं है. Able to understand? Any difficulty? Shall I ask you another question? Okay, please answer this. Let me see how many of you can answer it. Okay. Vinayak sir, hear it carefully. Vinayak sir paid wages for installation of his AC in the classroom. Worth 1,000. How much? 1,000. And Vinayak sir passed the entry, wages account debit to cash. First of all, tell me, is it an error? Why it is an error? Sir, wages paid for installation of a fixed assets is a capital expenditure. It should be debited to what account? Machinery account. And what have I done? I have debited to wages. Wages is an expense, no? Now tell me what kind of error this is. Question number 1. Error of principle. Principally I have gone wrong. Second, will the trial balance agree? Answer is yes, because this is error of principle. Trial balance will agree. Third, what is the impact on the profits? What is the impact on the profits? Will the profits are more or profits are less? No, you have to answer me. Answer. Very good. Why profits are less? Expenses are more. Instead of debiting machinery account debit kiya to that will not hit P&L account, no? Yes or no? It will directly go to balance sheet. Instead of hitting machinery account, I have debited what account? Wages. Wages is an expense. Expense ज़्यादा दिखाया है. Revenue expenditure, not capital expenditure. Revenue expenditure ज़्यादा दिखाया है तो profits क्या होगा? Profits कम होगा तो capital भी कम होगा. You able to understand? पक्का? Okay, next question. Vinayak sir purchased a machinery worth rupees 10,000. Hear it carefully. Vinayak sir purchased a machinery worth rupees 10,000, but debited it to purchase account. Debited it to purchase account or expense account, repair expense account. Tell me. I have purchased a fixed asset, but debited to repairs account. Error of principal ray. What commission? 10,000 I have paid, 10,000 I have debited to repairs account. What expenditure this is? Capital expenditure. Treated as? Principally I have gone wrong. Error of principle. Will the trial balance agree? Obviously it will agree. Instead of debiting machinery account, I have debited what? Repairs account. Debit to हुआ है ना कौन सा तो account. So trial balance will agree. Will it impact the profits? What is the impact on the profit? Profit is? क्यों? Sir, what? Capital expenditure, I'm treating it as what? Revenue expenditure. It means that expenses are up by, unnecessarily up by 10,000. If expenses are up by 10,000 means profits are less by 10,000. And capital is also less by 10,000. समझ में आया? Is that clear? Okay, next example. I have done repairs to the machinery. Repair किया है 1,000 का, कितना है? And because of the repair उस asset का capacity increase नहीं हुआ है, efficiency भी increase नहीं हुआ है. Means neither there is increase in capacity, neither there is increase in efficiency. So it is what type of expenditure? Capital expenditure or revenue expenditure? Revenue expenditure. Now this revenue expenditure should be debited to repairs account. But look at the way I have done. I have not debited repairs account, but I have debited machinery account. I have debited what kind of error? Principal error. Correct? Now impact on the trial balance. No effect. Trial balance will still agree. Correct? Impact on the profits. Profits will be, why? Sir, actually it is repairs. I should have treated it as what? Expense. But I have not treated it as expense. I have treated it as capital. Capital expenditure means it will, my fixed assets has what? Increased. But I should have treated it as what? Expense. Expense कम लिया है मैंने. अगर expense कम लिया तो profits. Profit ज़्यादा है तो capital ज़्यादा है. Getting it or no? All of you are able to understand this? Okay, now let me see how many of you can answer this. थोड़ा mix करूँगा. I have done repairs to the machinery. I have paid 1,000. How much? 1,000. While recording, I have recorded it as 10,000. And not recorded as repairs. I should have recorded it as repairs account debit 1,000 to cash account 1,000. But I am saying machinery account debit 10,000 to cash account 10,000. Did you get my example or no? बताइए मैंने क्या किया है? हाँ? Repairs कितना है? Repairs are 1,000. Repair expenses. But journal entry मारते वक्त मैंने क्या किया है? Machinery debit how much? 10,000 to cash 10,000. Posting नहीं, entered only is wrong. Amount entered is wrong. Not only amount entered wrong, it is hitting the wrong account also. Instead of repairs, I have taken it to what? Machinery. First tell me, what kind of error this is? This is an error of principal as well as clerical error. Error of commission. Error of commission because amount is wrong. Understood? And more important, at least repairs account should have been debited. Here you have debited what account? Machinery. Combination of errors this is. But typically amount itself is wrong, so it is error of error of commission. And since it has got to a different account, it is error of principal also. Is that clear? But typically this is error of commission. Error of commission. Now tell me, this error, trial balance will agree? Yes, because debit is 10,000, credit is also what? 10,000. See, what is a rectification entry? I am not asking you. First we'll study about these things. Correct? Impact on the profits, you tell me. By how much? Please be careful. Please be careful. I should have taken repairs as how much? 1,000. Have I debited repairs as 1,000? Means expenses करके नहीं लिया मैंने. Expenses कितना लेने का था? तो 1,000 से मेरा expense कम हो गया. Expense कम हो गया तो profit बढ़ गया ना. Profit 1,000 से मेरा बढ़ा है. That's it. Don't say 9,000 and all here. Are you understood? My profits has increased, unnecessarily increased by 1,000. Why profits has increased, you understood? I should have taken repairs account debit as what? 1,000. I have not taken repairs account only. It means that expenses 1,000 I have not recorded only. It means my profits are more by 1,000. If my profits are more by 1,000, my capital is also more by 1,000. Unnecessarily my capital is more. Is that clear? So these are the types of errors. Any difficulty? समझ में आ रहा है? Hello? Okay. Now come back. I want to ask you something. Please answer this, okay? Today, I will also teach you how to pass rectification entries when the trial balance agrees. When the trial balance doesn't agree, how to pass the entry, that we'll see in the main syllabus. Okay, right now we'll study these things. Okay, how to pass the rectification entry. Now I'll ask you a question, the same question which I had asked 2 days back. When will you pass the rectification entry? When before preparing the trial balance, or after preparing the trial balance but before preparing the final accounts, or after preparing the final accounts? Whenever you identify the error. And identification can happen in stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Now what is stage 1? Stage 1 is rectification of errors before preparing TB. It means that trial balance is not prepared. It means that even the nominal accounts are still open. Answer. Each and every account are open. Nothing is closed. No closing entries are passed. Yes or no? Okay. Then stage 2. Can rectification of errors be after trial balance but before final accounts? Final accounts means what? Before preparing trading account, P&L account and balance sheet. It means that you have still not prepared trading account, you have still not prepared P&L account, you have still not prepared balance sheet. Here also accounts are still open. Means nominal accounts are still not closed. Now tell me, stage 1 and stage 2. Are the nominal accounts closed or nominal accounts are still open? Nominal accounts are still open. Stage 3 is important. You are going to rectify the error after what? Final accounts. That is after preparing trading account, P&L account and balance sheet. Might be in the next year. हो सकता है ना? एक बार गलती से I have not identified the error, but I have already done with my trading P&L and balance sheet, and after that in the next year I come to know that there is an error. In this case already all the what accounts are closed? Real account, personal account or nominal accounts are closed? Nominal accounts are closed. When nominal accounts are closed, how to rectify it, we will see. So the 3 stages. Tell me, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Stage 1, rectify the error before preparing trial balance. Second, rectify the error after preparing trial balance but before preparing final accounts. Third, rectify the error after preparing final accounts. I'll take example 1. And you have to rectify the entry in all the 3 stages. Is that clear? Okay. Error. First suno. Repair expenses 1000 paid is debited to machinery account. First of all, is it an error? अरे आंसर यार ये तो बताओ, is it an error? What kind of error? Error of principle. Repeat. Error of? Why? Revenue expenditure treated as what? Capital expenditure. It's an error of principle. Now, कौन सा अकाउंट में लफड़ा हुआ है? कैश अकाउंट में लफड़ा हुआ है? नहीं. मशीनरी अकाउंट में लफड़ा हुआ है? हाँ. रिपेयर्स अकाउंट में लफड़ा हुआ है? हाँ. So tell me, in stage 1, what is stage 1? You have still not prepared the trial balance. Before preparing TB, what entry will you pass? Which account should have been debited? Answer. Repair expenses 1000 paid is debited to machinery account. Which account should have been debited? Repairs account should have been debited. But which account is unnecessarily debited? Machinery is unnecessarily debited. The account which is unnecessarily debited, now you what? Credited. And account which should have actually been debited. So tell me the rectification entry directly. Rectification entry will be repairs account debit 1000 to machinery account 1000. Stage 1 में एंट्री आता है. You have rectified it. सर कैश अकाउंट में लफड़ा नहीं हुआ है. कैश अकाउंट इज प्रॉपरली व्हाट क्रेडिटेड. एनी डिफिकल्टी इन दिस? Explain the entry once again. Why repairs account is debited? Because it was not debited earlier. Yes. Why machinery account is credited? Because machinery account is unnecessarily debited. Now it has to be what? Credited to nullify that effect. समझ में आया? Understood? Any difficulty? Okay. This is stage 1. Stage 2 बोलो. Stage 2 after TB but before final accounts. I'll ask you a question. Are all the nominal accounts closed here in stage 2 or they are still open? Still open. So it means that entry will remain the same. Rectification entry will be same. What? Repairs account debit. How much? 1000 to machinery 1000. So trial balance will get rectified also. Yes or no? After passing this, repairs will be more, machinery will be less. Rectified the trial balance, then prepare the final accounts. Third stage batao. Stage 3. Stage 3 is after preparing final accounts. Now tell me the entry. It means that, let us take an example. Repairs of last year. Hello, repairs of last year 1000. Debited to what account? Machinery account 1000. And this, when are you going to rectify? In this year. In which year? Last year the books of accounts are already over. Last year repairs account is already closed. Yes or no? Tell me the rectification entry. Anybody would like to try? If I write repairs account debit 1000 to machinery account 1000, will it be correct or wrong? And if it is wrong, why it is wrong? That why is very very important. ये मैंने correct entry pass किया है या गलत entry pass किया है? अरे I want you all to answer. At least use your heads now. हाँ, correct है या गलत है? Is it right or wrong? Wrong. Why wrong? What is wrong in that? Sir, repairs account should have been debited. Now I am debiting repairs account. Now I am debiting no repairs. गलत क्या है इसमें? गलत है sir. गलत है. If I debit repairs account in this year repairs account will show a wrong balance. No. This repairs are of which year? Last year repairs you cannot debit it to this year's repairs. Yes or no? Now what you have to do is write this entry along with what? Nominal accounts. जहां जहां nominal accounts है ना उसको cancel करो और उसको डालो P&L adjustment account. What account? P&L adjustment account debit 1000 to machinery. Sir, what is this P&L adjustment? I'll explain. Right now you remember. Pass the normal entry with nominal accounts. जहां जहां nominal accounts है उसको cancel करके उसको क्या replace करो? P&L adjustment. Okay? And one more entry you have to pass after this. After you have done with all the adjustments, this P&L adjustment is showing a debit balance, no? Transfer it to capital account. What account? It should go to capital account. Why it will go to capital account? Reasoning I'll give you. Now P&L adjustment is debited by how much? 1000. उसको close करो. Entry क्या आएगा? Capital account debit 1000 to P&L adjustment how much? 1000. So capital will reduce by how much? 1000. So tell me the steps. Reasoning I have yet to give you. I'll give you the reason right now. Okay? But before that you tell me. First in third stage, especially in third stage. In third stage, if you pass an entry which involves nominal account, वो nominal account को cancel करके replace it with the word P&L adjustment. And that P&L adjustment will be ultimately transferred to capital. Okay? This is a procedure. In third stage. Stage 1 and 2 में ये लफड़ा नहीं आता. Because in stage 1 and 2, nominal accounts are still not closed. They are still what? Open. So उसमें adjust कर सकते हैं. Third stage में nominal accounts are already what? Closed. You cannot adjust with the nominal account in this year. This year's expenses will, this year's nominal account will go wrong. Yes or no? Now you might ask me a question, sir, what is this P&L adjustment and why P&L adjustment should be transferred to what? Capital. The answer lies on the impact of the profits. I'll ask you a question. Okay, same question. Last year repairs. Hear it carefully. You please answer. Last year repairs how much? 1000. Debited to machinery account. Debited to last year. This year I am identifying. Now what is the impact on the profits of the last year? Please tell me. Last year profits are more or last year profits are less? अरे ये तो बता सकते हो यार. Repairs 1000. I have not treated it as repairs. I have treated it as machinery. In which year? तो expense revenue expenditure नहीं लिया है last year. So last year the profits are more or the profits are less? Very good. How the profits are more? Sir, last year the expenses are less. ऐसा बोलो. Last year the expenses recorded are less. Repeat. Expenses means revenue expenditure, not capital expenditure. Is that clear? Revenue expenditure is less. If revenue expenditure is less, repeat. Revenue expenses are less means profits are. If profits are more, capital is also more. It means that last year the capital is more or no? Now this year when you stand up and say अरे यार last year मेरा capital क्या था? ज़्यादा था. तो इस साल मुझे capital क्या करना चाहिए? अगर कैपिटल कम करना है तो कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट होना चाहिए ना. कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट हुआ है, देखो इधर. So then why did you open P&L adjustment account? Because there might be so many errors relating to what? Nominal. Everything will go to what account? P&L adjustment. Ultimately it will get transferred to what? Capital. Logic समझ में आया? Logic समझ में आया? Now tell me effect. Hello. P&L adjustment debit, P&L adjustment credit. Effect is capital account debit to machinery. ऐसा भी डाल सकते हैं आप. Yes or no? But I'll still open an intermediate account known as what? Adjustment. Because if there are too many errors, everything will go to adjustment and final balance of P&L adjustment will be transferred to what? Capital. It should be transferred to capital because ultimately capital should get affected, and capital is getting affected because of real account, personal account or nominal accounts. Nominal accounts. Because of nominal accounts your capital will get affected. You tell me, expenses in trading, expenses in P&L will ultimately affect your net profit or no? Net profit ऊपर नीचे हुआ तो capital भी ऊपर नीचे होता है. That is why this is ultimately transferred to capital account. Are you getting the reasoning here? अरे समझ में आया कि नहीं reasoning क्या है? यही reason है why they open P&L adjustment account. And ultimately that P&L adjustment should be transferred to what account? Capital account. Because all P&L adjustment items are relating to personal, real or only nominal? Only nominal, not personal and real. अगर personal and real effect हो गया तो capital को effect नहीं होता हो. It will affect only the balance sheet items, not the capital. What affects your capital account is drawings and all the nominal accounts. Drawings पे effect होता है ना? Yes or no? These things you have to remember. So stage 1 में, hello, in stage 1 when you rectify, if a nominal account is involved, put that nominal account. In stage 2, if rectification entry involves a nominal account, put that nominal account. In stage 3, if rectification entry involves nominal account, उस nominal account को cancel करके P&L adjustment डालो, and ultimately that P&L adjustment should be transferred to. Reason is last year capital is getting affected, so that I have to rectify. You said last year the capital is more, so this year when I rectify the capital should come down or no? And capital is coming down. If capital account is debited, it should come down. Capital account credit means increase in capital. Capital account debit means decrease in capital. All of you understood? दिमाग में जा रहा है कि नहीं? This is all about your rectification. Anyway, we'll take in detail later on. But ये this I'm just giving you a glimpse कि कैसा आता है करके. Stage 1 में कैसा rectification होता है कि stage 2 में, stage 3 में. And they can ask you rectification in any of the stages. Giving anything. Here I have given you two-sided error where trial balance what agrees. They might give you somewhere only one-sided error is there. When one-sided error is there, what happens? That will take later on. Not now. I've just given you a glimpse as to what happens in your, tell me, rectification of errors. Is that clear? Now tell me, we'll do a quick revision of whatever we have done as to what kind of questions are asked in the examination with respect to rectification. Tell me first, to identify what type of error, correct? Second, what type of error as well as whether trial balance agrees or disagrees. वो question. Third, if the trial balance disagrees, then what is the difference in the trial balance? Are you understood? Sometimes there is no difference in the trial balance. Compensating error, error of principle, all these will, trial balance will what? Agree. Yes or no? And others, trial balance will not agree. Error, especially error of commission and partial omission. Yes or no? Correct? They can ask you that kind of question. Which side the trial balance is more or which side the trial balance is less? Is that clear? Fourth question. They will give you an error. You have to identify the error and they'll ask you impact on the profits. Impact on the, whether the, because of that error, the profits have come down or the profits have increased because of the error. Fifth kind of question. They can ask you after rectifying what has happened to the profits, whether the profits have increased or whether profits have what? Come down or whether the profits has remained what? Same. ये भी question पूछ सकते हैं. And last question is rectification entry they can ask you. These are the types of questions which can be asked in this chapter. This is the most vital chapter in your what? Accounts. Reason is, this chapter कहाँ भी घुसा सकते हैं, कौन सा भी चैप्टर में, whether it is non-profit organization आ सकता है, whether it is partnership आ सकता है, whether it is single entry आ सकता है, whether it is sole proprietor आ सकता है, normal sums also they can give on rectification. Such kind of importance this chapter has. Is that clear? Normal partnership sum में ही आपको दे सकते हैं. This error has happened. You should know how to rectify it. Error can happen anyway. I've already taught you what the types of what? Errors. Such is the importance of this chapter. Many of them, they don't give importance to this chapter. They are doomed in accounts. Whether it is CA foundation, CA inter, CA final. This chapter is a must. You should know how to rectify the errors. You should know which account is unnecessarily debited. If it is unnecessarily debited, credit that. You should know it. So here, your reading ability makes all the difference. And this was a bread and butter for us in articleship. Because articleship, there were accountants who used to come with what? All rubbish accounts. They used to make every kind of error. And we were like, kasle error ke re baba hai. What is the impact on the profits? That also we never knew when we were doing our what? Articleship. In practical training, we understood, oh, ऐसा है क्या ये कैसा impact होता है. Ultimately, everything hits your what? Capital. All nominal accounts will hit your what? Capital. Then we understood why capital account is adjusted when nominal accounts error is involved. तब जाके पता चला हाँ capital क्यों effect होता है. Now tell me, was this taught in your college? Obviously, it will not be taught. First of all, उतना level of understanding भी चाहिए. Now, आपका level of understanding अच्छा हो गया है because of the basic class. Now you are able to understand the impact. Now tell me, before the basic class, had I taken this rectification, what you would have said? We will rectify our mistakes, sir. We will go, will not attend your class. आपको ये पूरा अकाउंटिंग समझ में आ रहा है करके रेक्टिफिकेशन समझ में आ रहा है. बट लेट मी टेल यू, यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट, स्पेशली दिस चैप्टर. जितने सारे सम्स मिलेंगे रेक्टिफिकेशन के उतने सारे आप करो. अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ टेल मी, इन दिस एग्जाम्पल, हेलो कम बैक. इन दिस एग्जाम्पल repairs is involved, no? Repairs is what account? Answer. Repairs is what account? Nominal account. Wherever nominal accounts is involved, third stage में P&L adjustment आएगा ही आएगा. क्यों आएगा? क्योंकि nominal accounts will affect what? Profits. And profits will affect capital. Capital is represented by P&L adjustment. Ultimately, P&L adjustment will be transferred to what? Capital. But suppose in the rectification entry nominal accounts नहीं आया है, then P&L adjustment भी नहीं आएगा. For example, I get that amount received from Vinayak sir, credited to Nikita madam. What is the correct journal entry you should have passed? Cash account debit to Vinayak sir. But you have passed an entry as cash account debit to Nikita madam. It means that unnecessarily you have given a credit to Nikita. क्रेडिट किसको देना चाहिए था? विनायक सर को. अभी रेक्टिफिकेशन एंट्री बोलो, फटाक करके बोलो. अननेसेसरी क्रेडिट गिवन टू निकिता मैडम. नाउ निकिता मैडम अकाउंट डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट Vinayak sir. So Nikita account debit, Vinayak account credit. Nikita and Vinayak are personal accounts. Nominal accounts is not involved. So profits is not getting affected. Stage 1 the entry is Nikita to Vinayak. Stage 2 Nikita to Vinayak. Stage 3 Nikita to Vinayak. Because Nikita and Vinayak are debtors account which are not getting what? Closed. Personal account and real accounts will not get, they will be balanced. They will be. So stage 1 may be same entry, stage 2 may be same entry, stage 3 may be same entry. Because it does not involve nominal accounts. Nominal accounts involve हुआ तो ही P&L adjustment आता है, नहीं तो नहीं आता. And why P&L adjustment is involved, you understood? Because it is affecting your what? Profits. In the last year it has affected your profits, means it has affected your capital. That you go to P&L adjustment. P&L adjustment you ultimately transfer to what? Capital. This is the reason. Reasoning you understand. Reason understand हुआ तो you will start appreciating accounts. And my dear friends, these are very very important, because many of them I have seen practically also. Not only y'all, there are some chartered accountants suddenly flash नहीं होता क्या कर रहा है करके, because they have not practiced well. They might take some time. इसके लिए practice बहुत चाहिए, फटाक करके आना चाहिए. Very simple. If expenses are more, profits are, capital is, if capital is less, not more. बराबर है. So you have to understand expenses. ये देखो expenses. When I say expenses, revenue expenditure. Revenue expenses are more, profits are, hence capital is also less. Inverse relationship. If revenue expenses are less, then profits are, capital is also. That is not there with income. Income, profits and capital. ये सीधा है, direct relationship. Income more, profits more, capital more. Income less, profit less, capital less. Impact of expense in impact of revenue expenses on capital. Impact of income on capital, because income and expenses will ultimately hit your capital only. Nominal account should get closed. Even trading account is a nominal account. P&L account is a nominal account. We have seen the closing entries, how to close it. Ultimately net profit is transferred to capital. Process समझो. Process समझने के बाद rectification is a child's play. आराम से कर सकोगे आप. And I am telling you, rectification will come everywhere. In BRS also भी आता है. अभी BRS है ना, बैंक reconciliation what statement, उसमें भी आता है. That is the next thing which I am going to take now. After a break, I'll give you a small break. Up till here, all of you understood? Up till here, any difficulty? So we have done with rectification of errors. In detail नहीं किया है, but we have done. In detail, we'll take in the main class. Is that clear?